Dan Galusha, and welcome to another edition of Shoot and Plank. We're back again with part 2 this time of the Ruger Mark IV, and we're going to be shooting it for the first time. I have not fired this, so I like to do that. First time with you and me, and we'll see how this thing performs. I have painted the front sight, like you can probably see there. It's white, as I've done with a lot of them, so I can see that better. And we're going to be not shooting the high velocity right off the bat, because we know the high velocity is going to work. So we're going to step it on down. We're going to go with a CCI standard right here. This is a 1070 velocity. And then we've got another magazine loaded with one that's about 870, I think, something like that. I'll take a look here for sure. 835 feet per second. And that's what they call a CCI quiet, but it's the semi-auto one with a 45 grain bullet. That other's got a 40 grain bullet. And we're going to shoot it first to see how it cycles. If it doesn't cycle that, it probably won't cycle this. So let's load it up. We got the bullseye target up there so that we can see on accuracy, see what it does. But today, that's all we're doing. We're just shooting the first time with this, and we'll see what happens with it. Okay, you're right here at 10 yards with me, and that's normal pistol distance, of course, and that's the maximum that you go to when you're qualifying. So, well, sometimes you go 25 yards, but that's a different qualification. We'll see what this thing does. Okay, that was 10 rounds. I think I only had one hit in the middle, the way it looks. So we'll see what the next ones do. We'll put the quiet in, the quiet auto, see if that'll cycle that. Okay, we got a round in. Okay, hit the flapper a couple times, I think, at least. But anyway, it was cycling, and that cycled the 835. And you know, just for the heck of it, I'm going to load a couple of rounds of 710. I really don't think it'll go that low, but we'll find out. Okay, we got a couple of rounds. That's all I loaded in it. We'll see if this works. No, didn't cycle. Next one, we'll shoot the other one anyway. That one must have shot a little high or something, I don't know. Yeah, it didn't come out either. There, the shell ejected right there. What I've done now is I've loaded some hotter ammo. In fact, it's a Gila, and it's about 1,280 feet per second. We know, of course, that's going to cycle, but the reason I wanted to see what it would do as far as shooting that target and take it off safe. And we're going to do this in more distances. I'm not going to shoot all 10 rounds right here. Yeah, see, that hits more in the center. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, fired 3 rounds here. I'm going to go back to 15. I'm going to leave you here, and then I'm going to go back to 25. Now we're coming back here to 25. This should be interesting. See how she works. We're going to try that again at 25. Had to adjust just a little bit to get it. Okay, I adjusted a little bit. Anyway, it hit it from 25 yards. And these aren't a 25-yard pistol, really. So someday maybe we'll even try it at 50, but we're not going to today. Well, the hotter ammo definitely made a little bit of a difference. And that was this one right here that I was using, the Sagila. And I think I told you it was like 1,200 and, it's 1,255 feet per second. I thought this was the 1280, but it's 1255, which doesn't really make that much difference. I used of course, the quiet 710 velocity. That did not cycle. But this 835, it did. I mean, it did cycle. It cycled pretty well, and it hit the target. And then this standard velocity will work just fine too. So anything like that, it looks like it's not ammo picky, not at all as far as velocities go. It just shot great. It's pop that out. See, she's empty, nothing there. And yeah, it's a super gun. I'm anxious to work a little bit more on these sights. I'm going to shoot it on paper and get the accuracy down just a little bit more, because like I said, this is the first time. This is actually right out of the box firing this. There, put it back on the bolt. And I'd showed you the one button takedown before and all that sort of stuff in the overview. And as I said again, this was the first firing of the Ruger Mark IV. And this one is the 2245, by the way. So, there's different models, as I told you before. In the first video, there's like 8 different model groups, and then there's some within that, but not on the 2245, other than there is a 2245 Light, which is a different gun than this completely. And then, of course, there's the standard, and to me, like I told you, the standard looks kind of like an old German Luger type thing. But I like this gun. I really do. It seems like it's a good shooter. And again, we're going to be sighting it in a little bit better, and then we'll bring it back and we'll shoot it again. And another thing that we're going to do then is try it at 50 yards. I've done that with the Buckmark, the Browning Buckmark, and it hit at 50 yards. And so we're going to see what this does. In fact, at one point we're going to do a video where we're comparing the two of them and seeing how they do. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.